The chocolate factory at my village was always nice to have, because the villagers didn't know how to make something sweet, so the chocolate was our only treat. Other villages might have something sweet, but the nearest one is 10,000 blocks away. The problem is that lately the chocolate has been tasting weird, and also the village hospital has been full every day. And it's always the same reason, a strong stomach ache. The problem is that the villagers don't realize that, and because the owner of the factory refuses to answer any questions about it, they just keep eating the chocolate. If we keep this rate, we will end up not able to eat anything. So the best thing that I can do is investigate what is going on with the chocolate in the chocolate factory. My plan is to get in the factory, take photo evidence of what is going on, and then show it to the villagers. And that would be a perfect plan, but then what treat would we eat without the chocolate factory one? So what if I made a new chocolate factory that would produce a chocolate that doesn't make the villagers sick? That would solve the treat problem. First, I need to get a worker's uniform so I can get in the factory. I can just paint a shirt and done. Now I need to get in the factory. And wow, this is so big. How am I going to find what I'm looking for though? It's also so hot in here. I don't know what could be wrong with this. Maybe it's something to do with the ingredients. Well, if I can't find what's wrong, then I should go and try to get the villagers' attention. Hey villagers, I got a special information to give you. The chocolate that you buy in the store is making you sick. Do not eat it or buy it.
Do you have evidence for that?
No. But just think about—
How dare you accuse the only factory that produced something sweet in this village? Why would they make us sick? That is messed up, right? Get out of here!
Now what? They all hate me for accusing that factory without evidence. So, if I want to build a new factory, they wouldn't buy anything from it because they hate me now. I could wear a costume, but still, they are going to buy the chocolate from the already existing shop and keep getting sick. Wait a second, shouldn't the doctors know what is going on? If I can ask to some of them what is going on, they might just help me. The waiting line is 10 hours. What? I mean, I gotta help my village, but man, 10 hours. So after waiting 10 hours in line, I finally could get in and talk to the doctor.
So tell me, what do you feel in your body?
Oh no, I'm fine. I just wanted to ask you a question.
This is a hospital, not an interview.
Listen, I'll pay you more when I get back.
Alright, fine, what do you want?
Do you know what is going on? Why are so many people coming to the hospital?
It's a new virus that is spreading.
Well, why haven't I heard about it on the news?
Because it's brand new and we are investigating it. Now get out, I got sick patients.
Something fishy is going on there. Why wouldn't they just tell me what is going on? What are they hiding?
After some days with the hospitals full, we can see that they are no longer that full. There is now no other line of people out of the building, which looks great news. Now on to the second news of the day. There are people missing. The police of the city have been getting reports that there are villagers disappearing from one day to another. What could be happening? I don't know. But don't worry, because the police is on the way on solving the problem. Have a good day, and now on to the weather.
People disappearing in the hospitals with less people. This is all connected somehow. And I am not crazy. But this is still not enough proof. I need to find out what is going on with the chocolate. That is the main problem, but I can't figure it out. I will try to go again to the factory this night and find evidence. Guys, I took this camera with me so I have proof if I find something. Why is the fire blue? Why are there two belts for chocolate? Why two? Shouldn't the chocolate be all the same?
Damn, so about that. Are you a worker?
Okay, I don't need to record more. That is enough proof to get someone in this village suspicious.
Attention villagers! We captured someone in our factory last night. Just to remind you that that is illegal, and if we find a person, it will be detained. We suspect the same guy who tried to lie, to you about our chocolate. So if you see him around, contact the police or contact us.
Okay, now I gotta get going with part 2 of the plan. I got to build a factory that produces chocolate that doesn't make the villagers sick. To make a factory, either small or big, you need to buy materials and terrain in this almost abandoned house. Why is it abandoned? Because no one ever thinks of building a factory. Hello, I am a worker from the chocolate factory and I came here to buy more terrain. Put it apart from the factory one. So that means that we're going to have 2 builds.
So that will be more $100 a week.
Now I can actually buy the materials to make my small factory. To make chocolate, we will need cocoa beans, milk, and sugar. But how am I going to get them? I mean, the only chocolate producers are the machines in the factory. Wait a second. I can just interview one of the workers. I'm sure they don't mind if I ask. So tell me, how do you produce this amazing chocolate?
Well, we use our special ingredients that we get by our small company called IE's Chocolate. Yeah, they help us with the ingredients. Also, have you seen that man that accused us? We really need to find him.
No, I haven't seen him around, but thank you so much. Well, that was easy. I always knew something was up with this big house. So here's where they produce all the ingredients. If I want to buy some, I'll need to check if I have some emeralds left.
Before you buy the box, we need a reason for you to buy these ingredients. Because we only have one buyer.
I just like to eat raw cocoa beans or use them to make my homemade coffee. And for coffee, I also need sugar.
Yeah, we're done. You can go.
And after buying the small chocolate ingredient box, it was time to go and buy the terrain that I need. After building the small factory disguised as a big house, I was ready for business. But how was I going to sell chocolate? Well, I won't. It's time to show everyone what is going on before the situation gets worse. But will they believe in the video proof? Will I go to jail? Will I be followed for the rest of my life? Villagers, I got a special announcement to make, and it has to be fast. Watch this video. It's all with blue fire, and cooking with blue fire is dangerous for our body. Stomach gauges have been caused because of this.
Stop right there. The evidence is clearly fake. And you know it, right?
I mean, we all saw blue fire.
Okay, I'm going to prove you that my chocolate is the best. No lies. I will even compete against this guy. Loser gets evicted from this town. How about that?
Do I really want to risk it? But I could prove this guy wrong. I mean, he is clearly nervous, and I still haven't even finished the video. But if they do, they will be after me. If I beat him, on the other hand, I could prove everyone I can make good chocolate, plus he will get ejected from this town, and I can sell chocolate in his factory. I think I made a decision.
Okay, then begin the challenge. You'll have exactly 5 days to produce the best chocolate known to man. I'ma prove that my chocolate is the best.
On day 1, I started making different chocolates and handing them out to villagers. Just that I felt that making just chocolate wasn't maybe enough. Look, we are competing against a whole factory who have workers, machines, and I only have me. I need to invent new treats that maybe will give me a chance. Also, if you are wondering why I block the windows, it's because I don't want anyone to see what I'm doing. On day 2, I started thinking about what treat could I invent, and I had literally zero ideas. This village only had bread and carrots. I tried mixing the bread and chocolate bar and it didn't really came together. And let's not talk about the carrots, they were disgusting with chocolate. So I started thinking and thinking. You know how this village only produces bread and carrots? Yeah, I said that 20 seconds ago. Well, what if the other villages produce other types of food that I can mix with chocolate? The nearest one is 10,000 blocks away, and the competition is in 3 days. Here's the plan. I'm going to buy a horse, take bread, carrots, chocolate, and I am going to go over to the village and buy whatever they have, hopefully something good. And we should have more treats. So there I went. I also needed to be careful with the bill because I need to pay it in 5 days. Halfway through, my chocolate melted in my bag because of the heat. And that would give me an idea. Melted chocolate. I'll explain it later, but when I finally saw a population on the village filled with spruce, I knew I was there. I talked to a villager and they sell sweet berries. Listen, I could not have got a better trade. They are called sweet berries. I can do so much with this. So I bought a full bundle of sweet berries and I went back to the village. When I reached the village on day 4, I saw my factory destroyed. I could not have expected anything else. But still, I thought you would have a little bit of mercy. So what happened is that while I went out, one of the workers of the factory actually saw me. So he told this to the boss of the factory. And of course, they went and destroyed everything. Except for the buried ingredients. Ha! I'm always 2 steps ahead. It's time to cook chocolate on my house. Okay, so here's what I came up with. Sweet berries, chocolate bread, bucket of chocolate, and chocolate bar. So as I told you before, the chocolate that melted in my bag mixed with the bread. But this time, it tasted good because it wasn't a chocolate bar on the bread, it was melted chocolate on the bread. So naturally, I did the same for the rest of the food items. Today is the day where the competition will take place. The judges of the competition were the doctor, the police officer,
Those memories cannot be forced. He gave it a 10 out of 10, it's a perfect score. The police officer also gave it a 7 out of 10. Now this villager has everything in his hands. Oh wait, looks like the judges have a stomachache. How could this happen?
This is unbelievable. That treats that gave me stomachache.
Wait, it was not his chocolate. It was theirs. Dog shit. The villagers in the hospital. They are there because of their chocolate. I am sorry, but I want this guy's chocolate to be produced and sell more than yours. And you cannot pay me to take that back.
What is going on?
Can I show you a video?
Hey, stop!
Wait, right there, sir. I want to watch the video. Let me watch the video where you're being inspected.
Why is the fire blue? Why are there two belts for chocolate? Why two? Shouldn't the chocolate be all the same?
Yeah, no. What? Let's inspect this guy factory.
No, you can't.
Sir, this is the second warning. You don't want us to arrest you. Okay. The fire is blue, and there are two belts with chocolate. The proof is true.
Does that mean I win the competition?
You won more than the competition. You saved this town.
Wait a second, what is that sound? Are these the missing villagers? Oompa Loompas? What are— So after they shut down the factory for inspections and detained the owner and the workers of the factory, they gave it to me. I decided to remake the factory to sell what some people wanted me to. My treats. With the help of other villagers and the huge amount of emeralds on the factory, this was the final result. And everyone was happy about the new trees. But we gotta talk about this, and this might be the end of the story. I got nothing else to tell you more than subscribe to the channel, so I can hopefully make more videos like this.